Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's a warm day here in Australia, so forgive the aircon noises in the background. We'll pick up some bonus movement, and we'll head our way back to the entrance of the cave system in order to collect our army that we've left here after we clear that right-hand side. Now, while we're here, I think that we should be dealing with these Athreet Sultans at the top there. We should be able to do it with this army, frankly. Do we need the bounty hunters? I think it wouldn't hurt. With our own Athreet in tow, the Athreet Sultans that we have here, we can cast that expert slow immediately, preventing them from approaching us so readily. Now, of course, we can just form a small group in the corner here. We can even wait to shoot. They'll approach us, and then we can hit them with the gun. There's even a nice double hit here, look at that. Oh yes. That's the slight issue of that though, I don't want to lose anyone. I think that, like, if I just Q-entered here, yeah, that's losing 6 people. They're not going to do that. I was so tempted by the breath attack, I didn't think about the collateral damage. So forgive me for that moment of lapse of concentration. We need to use our ranged attacks, or the units that can be repaired, so you'll need to defend. But we can at least shoot them with gun. This is good. And we can poke this one. Excellent. You would be immune to the fire attack of this guy. We probably need to mass haste in order to just get people out of harm's way. So we'll do just that. We need to then start repairing these people. Like so. And that should be that. Excellent. A glorious victory. And of course the Star Axis, which increases our spell power to a rousing 23. I believe we can open this path as well. This might give us a way that we can proceed. We now can collect the remaining army. So far, I'm not too upset about the Athreet Sultans. I guess we have the artifacts that are providing us with enough morale to be able to take them along. But I am enjoying the speed bonus that they're giving us. Quite useful. You know, just being able to chuck out the mass slow against speed 14 creatures is quite useful. Let's increase our survivability of this guy. These are fairly sturdy sandworms. If I go in, it's going to be a rough experience. We're going to have to embrace that reality, nonetheless. They are very creepy, these things, aren't they? Like, they've done a good job of making these feel quite monstrous. With a nice double hit, we can certainly get some magic happening there. I don't know what I've selected to cast. We're going to be casting Clone, of course. Getting additional damage into the enemy attacks there. You might as well move there. Strike again. We'll keep buffing. Detonation of death, please. I think we will do this attack here. Oh, the luckiest of strikes, I see. I wasn't prepared for that. That's probably going to mean that our clone's not going to be that useful this particular turn. But it is what it is. Things are going well. We want to make sure that we're in a position to get off the repair this coming turn. Because this fight's not long for this world. As you can see. Excellent. Another foe defeated, bested, as it were. This quest guide requires a pendant of life, another one of those arc-shaped keyholes. We do have the ability to open this one up, and maybe we shall. Let's explore in this direction first. See what we can find. We can find yet another free pendant of life right there. A swarm of genies. Well, that won't be a problem. We'll just use the power of the slow and mass, and then we'll just give them a nice little weight. Excellent. And we'll just charge in, shall we? You've got counter-strike. Not that it matters against something that can't retaliate anyway. And now we have counter-strike too. We're going to be dishing out a number of attacks against the enemy. We shall clone as well. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Haste. Feels good. We'll attack you. Activate Detonation of Death. And strike here. Finish that stack off there. You can move down. That should be sufficient. Look at that explosion. And the counter-strike cleaning up so much. Feels good. We'll have to be careful we don't accidentally win. That's the main issue. Can you reach? You can reach if I attack from here. So, we're going to literally have a full weight turn because of this. So now we can charge forward and repair. We could fire upon the enemy, almost defeating them in a single blow. But of course now we can just use the power of our own genies and Afriti to strike down the enemy. Like so. Excellent, another 11,000 experience. Mercury, a school of magic. I think we'll continue to improve our spell power. Our knowledge is looking fine. There's a corpse here which contains nothing. Another swarm of genies. Oh, my ammo cart. Not a problem. We shall slow these as well. Yes. Look how sluggish they are. Their movements impeded by the power of my magical spells. Alright, up you go. We can use the power of gun as well. That's also a powerful ability. Attack, then buff, to make sure we don't get a turn of attacking with the buff. Excellent. We'll clone again. The clone is so powerful on Frederick. In some ways I can see why mercenaries can't roll water magic, because it gives artificers this whole gimmick that, you know, of cloning the sentinel automatons and so on. And of course it's even stronger in this version of the patch. I'll show you in a moment. We'll activate Detonation of Death. We'll just move over here. Morale. The happiest engineers. They must have good unions. Okay. Guess we'll just move one step forward. Defend! We'll clone again. So efficient way of using our mana to destroy the enemy. Okay, strike down this stack, please. Detonation of Death, strike this stack. Shoot! One stack remains. We'll repair this stack now. I think we should be fine. Yeah, we'll just kill over the engineer. Easy. Easy clap. Let's hire the Master Genies from this ancient lamp. A tattered turban emerges from the lamp, sitting atop its genie owner's head. Oh, aren't these some employers? Again. Got money? We aren't going to work for magic beans again, and we will not grant any wishes. The rest, you can count on us. Well, these disgruntled genies will join with the others. We've got 24 of them now. And I'm enjoying the buffs that they provide us. Now, we've seen this Keymaster, so we can't pass here. The Ifrit, again, won't be an issue because of the power of our own Ifrit outspeeding the enemy. Makes things much easier. Might as well get into a good position. Let's send in the Sentinel Automaton. Boom! Then buff. I guess the counter-strike's useful in either event. We will need to be prepared to send in the Engineer soon. We'll attack again. A little bit on the closer side so the Engineer can actually reach. Shoot you. Yeah, so we can actually get in there this turn if we need to. And of course we need to be prepared for that because Counter-Strike is going to start slaying these nerds. Is it now the time to heal? Or do we clone? I think they've slightly tweaked the visibility on this again. I don't know, but like... On the red player it wasn't looking quite red enough, but maybe they've tweaked that. Okay. So... We can repair now. After I've cast clone. Good. Okay, we'll just use the genies. We've got enough. There we go. Problem solved. Another obstacle in our way, swept aside. We've learnt much from this learning stone. We also can visit this obelisk here. Learning more about the secret location of the Grail. And this mysterious flying contraption, which is no longer in the game. In fact, this whole thing is like a bit dated, because like that's the old castle style, which I loved, by the way. I really loved that classic look. That beta art before they changed to the more sort of castle-looking look that we have these days. That being said, this is channeling the good old Battersea Power Station look, which is a classic vibe. Right, where are you, Frederick? There we are. Medusa stores, not a problem. We'll take your sulfur. Grab more sulfur here. There's another exit, more resources. So certainly gathering some additional items here. We could probably get some upgrades in the near future. So we've got... I forget who's who, but we've got enough gems for some bounty hunter upgrades, but we don't have any bounty hunters to hire in the first place. I think there was some here that required 25 gems. So we actually can get these guys now, but we couldn't upgrade them now. We can get the mechanics now as well, but we've got plenty of mechanics downstairs here ready to be upgraded, so... and we need more mercury to upgrade the automatons, which are serving us well, and I promised I'd share this. So yeah, currently the Sentinel explosion damage is now 5% per level, so it's quite the powerful explosion. That's what Frederick brings, not the power to increase the strength of automatons, the power to blow them up. Yeah. Such a stable scientist, isn't he? Another fight made simple by the power of having a fast unit. Just a full weight turn. Defend you. They're getting a little bit close. Just a little bit. Shoot that one. Kill that one. I didn't... Did I slow them? I did. They're just that fast, I guess. Is it going to be a problem? We can shoot you, hit you with the Sentinel automaton. Yeah, we should be fine. So we hit you here. Shoot you here. This may be a problem because of retaliation, so I need to... I actually need to teleport you away, I think. You may hit the bellwether armadillos. Okay. What I'll do is I'm going to teleport you here, repair you. Ah, we still lose 2. Yeah, that's not acceptable. I tried to fix it. I should have hypnotized. Hypnosis fixes it. Hypnosis fixes many sins. Okay. Let's get everything back in order. We just need to lure them down here, frankly. This is the actual solution. Especially because we can now do some shenanigans. You might enjoy these shenanigans. I guarantee it. So what we're going to do is we're going to issue a clone here. And then we're going to move back. We're going to activate Detonation of Death. And then we shall strike... Oh, I couldn't get it right placed there. I was going to try and place it right there. We're going to strike here. Who's the first one to move? That one. This one is. So I'm going to strike this one. And then the explosion goes off. I'm going to wait on you, repair this. It's actually for the best because now we can easily dispatch the remaining stack. And there we have it. Another foe vanquished. Oh, look at here, we have a phoenix. The phoenix, oh sorry, the firebirds, may prove to be a problem because they will outspeed me. We need to provide them a tempting target. Will they go for it? Ammo cart? No. The answer is no, they won't. Will they go for it if I rearrange my army, or do I need to bring out more goblins? To be like, hello, attack the goblins, please. Yeah, the engineers are just always gonna burn the world. It's a little bit disappointing. Oh, they love going for the engineers. They really do. So, yeah, okay. Well, what we need to do there is to go back to a mine and leave some troops behind so we can come back and grab this pendant of life. When we shall. We've got yet another pendant of life gate. I think we can open some of these up. We've got a number now that are sort of holding us back. That's the Ghost Dragons one, so we certainly can't do that. This was just a pendant of life, so we can do this area. The Power Liches we could probably do as well now. Just get them out of the way. We can also grab these Sultans as well. Well, while we're here, we should probably just do that. Is there a faster route? Possibly this way, but that means going through that. We'll just go through here. The teleporter of destiny, refilling our movement back up, and then we enter here. And then into here. Now we can head down in this direction. So, that leads us back into the center. We want to be in here, specifically. This area. There is a way to get here from the Cyan one way. Which is here. So we actually want to go back. Into here. And again. And again. Into the Cyan one way. Which didn't lead us to the right one. Back in, here we go. More movement. Thank you. That's vaguely closer. Not really. Back into the white monolith. Back into the Cyan one way. This will do, actually. We'll be here. How would you like to join us? Greetings! Excellent. We do need to get through here at some point. There's rust dragons and ghost dragons and shenanigans. We could clear this. That being said, I think this was also wanting the ghost dragons to be killed. Let's check. Oh, we need Ukumi to be destroyed. We have defeated Ukumi, and this is a pendant of life. So, I mean, to me it seems like we should enter this area. The strange flaming trees. Very beautiful. Here also requires a pendant of life. These, like, tombey areas seem important, and we should crack those open. But first, while we're here, let's destroy the Power Liches. Using the power of destruction, I guess. It may still prove difficult, though. So what we'll do is we'll just sort of consider our choices in life before going in. Because, you know, that's always important, I guess. I don't want to just lose everything I hold dear. I may lose everything I hold dear. I think what I need to do is to send in, like, melee units. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. So, we need to get rid of one of these stacks temporarily. We can probably take out the Naga Queens too while we're here. Get access to this mine, that would be handy. Just as a place to leave my units. There's this mine I already own. Well, that will work. We can clear out these Sultans as well and get this Shrine of Magic Thought. Yeah, let's head in this direction. This makes sense. Okay. Leave guards. We need to leave some things behind. Specifically things that are perishable. We probably can still bring the bounty hunters, but like, for that fight we basically need to do something like this. I guess that works. For that fight. We'll do this while we're here. Actually, no we won't, because we need the movement speed that the Efreet Sultans will give us. So we'll bring them back, do swapsies. They don't like each other anyway, Genies and Efreetis, so might as well let them have some peace. A glorious victory, but we could make it even more glorious by using advanced slow. Expert slow, even. This fight is already over. Oh, not quite as over as it might have first appeared. Well, it can be over with a lightning bolt. Actually, let's not waste mana, shall we? Of course, they're immune to magic arrow. What about an ice bolt then? There you go. Problem solved. Let's grab the crystals. We'll also grab the Shrine of Magic Thought, which is Earthquake. We already have knowledge of Earthquake. It's a little bit dangerous, though, to teach Earthquake at an underground shrine. Like, what are those people thinking? Like, seriously.
Behold, traveller, I will give you the means to completely destroy the cave in which we live.
Do you think that's sensible?
No.
Alright, let's try the power liches, shall we? You know, there's liches and then there's power liches. Alright. We start with the mass haste. So we wait, and we position these sentinel automatons like so. And then we start to shoot them with gun. We didn't really need these, to be honest. Well, that's a problem. Okay. It was a good idea, but I have a better idea. Instead of doing one stacks like this, we do split into thirds. Now we mass haste. We wait. We can strike the enemy. We basically just need to keep them constantly occupied in melee. And already, like, the Sentinel Automatons are holding their own quite well. You know, proud of them in some ways. We can duck in and torch this guy and then run back out. Excellent. We could even clone our engineers and start pulling back some of these stacks one by one. Could do. Might hold off for a moment. But yes, we just need to keep attacking. There shouldn't be too many surprises in terms of like how much damage we're doing. Pull back, thank you. There's all sorts of fun ways of like damaging myself, I guess, but we can fix these two. Then I can pull that one back, clone the engineers again. Now these engineers haven't used their repair yet. So, we'll defend. This one will swing back here. We'll clone. This one will reach there. Oh, the morale. I'm actually not going to take the shot. Also not going to move that yet. We're not going to move that yet. Now we'll take the shot. Repair this. And this guy can't quite repair. But we can move into position to get the repair. So you are 17 of 17, you're 18 of 18. We have some missing automatons here. So we're going to move here. Wait, wait, repair, and then the armadillos will roll to victory. Oh yes, look at the power liches and how they have fallen before us. And their pendant of life is once again ours. What a glorious victory that we've achieved here together. You and I watching this video. I'm not so much watching it really, but You get the idea. Let's grab this. We can reunite our army. Welcome back, Master Genies. Is this a bit ridiculous to try and do this? Naga Queens? Probably, frankly. Like, honestly, it's a bit ridiculous. We need, like, a silly army to do that. Well, how about for now? I am curious about what's in these. Let's open up one of them. Have a look. Have a look-see. Open the gate. We can even access these obelisks. Yes. Obelisks. Learning. It's in a volcanic underground area. Interesting. Oh, there's a person, too. Ioke. I believe we need to defeat Ioke. There's some diamond golems, some master genies, some ghost dragons. Lots of interesting things. What's over here, though? The pendant of death is required to open this for the Greater Null's flail. Here we have the pendant of death required to open the buckler of the Null King, and here we have the pendant of death and pendant of free will to open the ring of the Wayfarer and the Pandora's box. So we're seeing this second thing. These pendants of death are going to be used to acquire powerful artifacts to enhance Frederick's fighting ability. Very interesting indeed. We also should go back to the place where we can upgrade his movement again. Pendant of Death could also be used for the Scales of the Greater Basilisk, or even this Helm of Chaos. Or more importantly, the Pendant of Dispassion and Pendant of Death could be used to open up this Cape of Velocity, which, when I was a kid, I thought that was a loincloth. Nonetheless, let's carry on. I'm going to get some movement before I try to challenge this person. Yes, movement! Then we hop into here and end up at the right one. Isn't that wonderful? The game knows where I need to be. And it is here, against this enemy. The question is, how strong are they really? There's also some places that we could access here behind the person. Like here. I could open this box, which contains angel feather arrows. Very interesting, because we could actually empty my inventory temporarily, just, you know, bear with me for 1 second, and be like, well, how about I equip the bow of Elven Cherrywood, and the bowstring of the Unicorn's Mane, and then the angel feather arrows. Oh, look, it's the bow of the sharpshooter. That's useful. I'm not really using the Orb of Silt. I can still put on this, and I think that the Hideous Mask has been useful, but against this current enemy we're going to go up to, not really. I think the negative luck will also be useful, so maybe we'll just keep the luck going. But that's been a very useful addition to our inventory. What's over here? The Vial of Lifeblood. One of the components required for the Elixir of Life. We have 2 out of 3 of those. I've got the Ring of Life here. We need the Ring of Vitality in order to complete that picture. But again, very interesting. Now, these will never open to us. We can just ignore them. But now it's time to see what this Ioke character has to say for herself. And it is victory, apparently. We easily defeat this enemy. Has spell points. What will happen if I cast various magical spells? For instance, currently this enemy cannot actually reach me in turn 1. What happens if we cast Slayer? Now the enemy really can't reach me. But is this sense of, you know, is it actually going to be a problem? Like, obviously I could just shoot that enemy. My bounty hunters are now going to be incredibly powerful with the bow of the sharpshooter empowering their strength. We got Frost Ringed. That's no good. With Frost Ring existing, that means we're going to lose units. And you know how I feel about losing units? Bad. And obviously, bunching at all is going to mean Frost Rings. That's awkward. I guess I could cast Protection from Water. I'm not sure what to really do about it, though. I suppose I've got a thought. If I cancel the battle result and instead do a clone, will that trigger the enemy to cast a spell on the clone and therefore, like, waste their casting? I think it's an interesting thought bubble. Certainly it triggers some sort of reaction, but obviously I need to be able to have my clone move first. So I'm going to Q enter, not apply results. How about if I clone my Efreet? And then place them, I don't know, here. Does that trigger a reaction from the AI? No, it's wanting to Frost Ring this 3-stack. And look, I can understand it's hitting 3 targets with the Frost Ring, but it means that even this tempting clone is not enough. We need to think carefully about how we can avoid the Frost Rings of Justice. Or injustice, I suppose, depending on the perspective of this particular enemy. So one option is we could stash away our armadillos in the mine. They're not really doing anything anyway, let's be honest. They're our pets rather than actually contributing to a battle. The Sultans are giving us speed priority, but again, not really contributing. The genies are doing that. But if we did that, is that going to make for more interesting targets for our Necromancer here? So we'll start with the mass slow. Then we'll, suppose we're doing a full weight turn. So we get the Frost Ring there. Interesting. So the Flamer Girl could certainly just get some work done there and just walk up and just torch this dragon. I think I lost a engineer. I guess a single engineer is acceptable. So we could certainly dogpile the genies here. Certainly a perfect Frost Ring if I've ever seen one, though. So now what happens? Do I have protection from water? I do. I could cast that. Don't know if it's really a good idea. We'll cast Clarion. Keep buffing you. So I think I want to run away from the diamond golems. So what happens if I start just trying to repair things? Like I attract the ire of the Frost Rings again. But we can sort of win that race eventually, right? Like, that's not a problem. We can just keep that going. We could sort of just stand casually here and just keep repairing things, right? Yeah, so the clone is going to continually eat the Frost Rings. But that's okay. We can win this mana race easily. Easily. Not concerned. I suppose I should be mildly concerned about these diamond golems. They're fairly sturdy. Yeah, fairly sturdy. Oh, now you're attacking my bounty hunters. That's not acceptable. Okay, I think there's a bit of a kernel of a strategy here. Let's give it one more go. Because I do want to not lose units. We want to do this properly. We can also hypnotize the genies, which is an interesting thought. That could be the way of sort of having an endgame for this fight. Now, we can't cast it now because they're too powerful, but I think it's an interesting thought bubble. I think starting with the slow makes sense, because these enemies just are completely ruined by it. We'll keep buffing the... Oh, Slayer! Oh, yeah! We'll just keep buffing our units. You might as well use your Slayer bonus. So. We defend for now. Might as well just finish that stack off. Those diamond golems are fairly sturdy. There must be some good armor kicking in here. It's like, that's 18 defense. I suppose it's 6 defense skill. I'm attacking with 33 attack skill. You know. But there's just a lot of health on diamond golems. So, I think we can do a wait on those. We probably just want to start cloning immediately. But it may well be that just once the enemy's been sufficiently weakened, we just do a full-on hypnotise clone engineer play. The issue is just killing off our clone, because it's got so many stacks of automatons to repair. It's quite a big amount of work. Nonetheless, we'll activate Detonation Death and get some work done there. Ah, they killed the original, so the clone died with it. But it's a lot of damage, isn't it? Well, we can certainly kill off the dragons here, that's fine. I mean, the genies can do that too. Might as well repair here. The genies can duck in, kill the dragons, duck back out. We can start cloning here. Attack that. Detonation of Death. Strike the genies. Run away. Oh, don't attack those. Fair enough. I'm going to need to think a little bit more about this, and the video's overrun. So what we'll do is we'll call it here, and when we come back next time, we'll defeat Ioke.